Welcome to the University of Georgia and to Franklin College of Arts and Sciences. This is the orientation for transfer students entering in spring 2014. You probably already looked at the slideshow for your area and may have some questions about exactly how your courses will come into UGA and be used for your degree progression. Your first step should be to look at your audit in degreeworks. You can get to it by going to degreeworks.uga.edu and logging in with your MyID. On your audit, you'll see what areas of core and major requirements have been filled with courses from your previous institution and what requirements remain for you to take at UGA. You may also see a list of elective courses at the very bottom of the screen. Some of them may look odd. Like this, Phil 2T** Intro to Philosophy. We call this a write-in credit, and it can mean several things. It may mean that the course from your previous institution has never been evaluated by admissions or our department. Or it may mean that the course is not considered equivalent to our Intro to Philosophy. In this case, because ours is a 3-credit course, but the write-in course was only 2 credits. A write-in credit does not mean you don't get credit for the course. It just means that it does not come in as an equivalent to a UGA course. Sometimes write-in credits can be used to satisfy core and Franklin College requirements. Your advisor will tell you more about this. Another important fact for transfer students to know is the residency requirement. The University of Georgia requires that 45 of your last 60 hours be taken in residence at UGA. These are generally your major courses, and since you will earn a UGA degree, those courses must be taken in our departments. A third important rule to understand is the 39-hour rule. UGA requires you to take 39 hours in upper division courses in order to graduate. Usually these are major courses, but some may be minor courses or electives at the 3,000 to 4,000 level. If you're coming into UGA with a high number of hours, you may want to calculate how long you will need to be here to satisfy the residency requirement and the 39-hour rule. Bear in mind that not all courses are taught every semester, and that some will have prerequisites you may not have satisfied yet, so it may take a bit longer to complete your degree than you first expected. Finally, if you have not already done so, you will need to declare a major. You should be aware that we have many majors, minors, and certificate programs at UGA. And we recommend that you look carefully at what's available on the UGA Bulletin website and the Career Center website. You'll probably see some majors you've never thought about before. Transferring to a large institution like UGA can be an unsettling experience for students. It's much larger than most of our partner institutions, with over 28,000 undergraduates. Very likely, the academic rigor of UGA will be more demanding than you've experienced at previous institutions. There are some very good reasons for this. Most students here were in the top 10% of their high school graduating class, which makes it a challenging learning environment. And unlike other student transfers in their sophomore and junior year, are making 2 leaps in rigor, one to a more challenging learning environment overall, and a second into 3,000 and 4,000 level major courses. In addition, UGA is an R1 research university. This puts us in the same category with schools like Georgia Tech and Emory, Stanford, and even Harvard and Yale. Learning at UGA does not depend on your memory, but on your ability to analyze, evaluate, and apply classroom teaching. Most professors and instructors are engaged in research in their disciplines, and their teaching is driven by principles of critical thinking and inquiry. The responsibility for learning is on the student. We recommend that you plan to study at least 2 hours for every hour you are in class. For example, a student taking 15 hours of classes should plan to study an additional 30 hours per week. That's a total of 45 hours, the equivalent of a full-time job. And that is how you will need to think of your education here, as a full-time job. This may mean that you need to re-examine your priorities. Good time management skills are critical to success. At UGA, an average grade is a C. A's and B's indicate that you have exceeded the professor's expectations. Understanding academic expectations includes understanding academic standing. If you make a 4.0 GPA, you'll be a presidential scholar. If you make a 3.5 or higher, you will make the dean's list. If you make a 2.0 or better, you'll be in good academic standing. However, if your UGA average falls below a 2.0, you'll go on scholastic probation. And if it remains below a 2.0 after that semester, you'll go on continued probation. Once on continued probation, you're at risk for academic dismissal. It's important to underscore with transfer students that probation and dismissal are based on your UGA cumulative average, not your overall average. The important thing to remember is that UGA offers many resources to ease the transition and help students cope with the increase in academic rigor. Here are just a few. The Division of Academic Enhancement, where free tutoring is available in all subjects. DAE reported over 34,000 hours of student contact in 2012, a measure of just how much tutoring is used on our campus. Study skills and time management workshops are also available. And DAE offers academic coaching. The Writing Center in Park Hall is available to help students improve their writing and develop argumentation skills. The Chemistry Learning Center in the Chemistry Building has computer applications and tutorials available, along with a staff of lab instructors available to tutor students who may be struggling. The Mathematics Department offers study halls on Monday through Thursday in the late afternoon and maintains a roster of available math tutors as well. In addition, the Office of Transfer Academic Services in 130 Memorial Hall is dedicated to lowering barriers for transfer students by providing academic and procedural assistance and by working with the Office of Academic Advising to support students experiencing academic difficulty. In higher education, the term transfer shock refers to the tendency for students' GPAs to fall during their first semester on a new campus. There are many reasons for this: adjustment to class size and rigor, a feeling of disconnectedness with the campus, additional expenses that necessitate working longer hours. Whatever the reason, there are a few things a student can do to help avoid transfer shock. First, take a balanced course load that includes not only major courses, but 1 or 2 electives that you know you excel in. Second, use the tutoring available to you through DAE and other learning assistance programs. Third, join a few groups on campus, especially in your discipline. Remember, too, that volunteering is a great way to meet people and serve the campus and community at the same time. Keep in mind that campus engagement has consistently been shown to improve academic performance. With over 600 student organizations on campus, there's a place for everyone. And finally, listen to the advice of students who have transitioned successfully. Again, welcome to UGA. We're very glad you're here.
Thank you for taking the time to review the information we have provided to you in regards to your degree program and what you can expect as a transfer student at the University of Georgia. If you would now like to be scheduled for an early orientation advising appointment in December, please visit tinyurl.com/UGA2014 to complete a quick questionnaire that will help us properly assign you to an advisor and schedule your appointment. Once you have completed the questionnaire, please allow us 2 business days to process your information and contact you to schedule an appointment. If we haven't contacted you within 2 business days, feel free to follow up with us by dialing 706-542-1412. Thank you again for reviewing all of this information, and we look forward to meeting with you soon.